In a forest where moonlight spilled gently through whispering trees, there lived a young wolf named Luma. She was no ordinary wolf. Her mind sparkled like stardust, bursting with questions, wonder, and stories the world hadn't yet heard. While the others in her pack rested quietly under the stars, Luma's thoughts spun like leaves in the wind, swirling and dancing from one idea to another. She would think about stars learning to swim, flowers that spoke in riddles, and clouds made of feathers. The world was full of things she wanted to know, feel, and follow, but her thoughts never stood still. At night, while the forest slept, Luma lay awake, her mind buzzing with sounds and pictures and questions that never seemed to end. Sometimes she felt tired, not in her legs or paws, but in her heart, like her thoughts were a thunderstorm she couldn't turn off. One night, when sleep would not come, she tiptoed into the forest, walking until the trees grew taller, quieter, older. She came upon a silver clearing, bathed in moonlight, where a great tree stood glowing in the silence. There, beneath its wide, sheltering branches, she heard a whisper, not a voice with words, but a feeling that moved through her fur and settled in her chest. From the shadows stepped a wolf like no other, glowing with the light of stars, eyes deep as midnight lakes. He spoke not with his mouth, but with her heart. "I am the whispering wolf," he said, "and I live in the stillness between thoughts." Luma sat before him, unsure, her paws twitching, her breath too fast. "My mind is too loud," she said. "I can't turn it off. I want it to stop." The whispering wolf smiled with his eyes. "Your mind is not wrong. It is alive, curious, full of color and light. But when it tires you, you must not fight it. You must listen." He guided her to sit, to let the earth hold her body, to breathe in and out, slowly like the wind through tall grass. He taught her to see her thoughts, not as wild enemies, but as soft clouds passing through a vast sky. "You do not need to chase them," he said. "Just watch them, let them drift." Luma closed her eyes and imagined each thought a flying frog, a laughing rock, a spinning star, and she let them go. For the first time, she did not try to stop them or follow them. She let them float, and the space between them grew wider. In that space, there was peace. The whispering wolf walked beside her through dreamlike places, fields where time moved like mist, skies where stars blinked softly like lullabies. He showed her that stillness wasn't empty, but full of breath, sound, and light. "Even when your thoughts return loudly," he said, "you can still return here. Just breathe, just rest. The forest of stillness lives inside you." Luma began to understand. She didn't have to fix her mind or make it quiet. She only had to visit this inner place and be present. When the sky began to lighten and the silver faded, she looked at the whispering wolf. "Will I see you again?" she asked. "Always," he whispered. "Every time you close your eyes and listen." Luma woke beneath her favorite tree near the den. The forest hummed with early morning life, and though her thoughts had already begun to stir, something had changed. Inside her was a quiet breeze, a small clearing of peace she could return to whenever she needed. And as she curled into the grass, eyes heavy with sleep, she whispered to herself, "I remember. I can breathe. I can be still." And from the distance, soft as mist, came a whisper in return. "I am here." And so the whispering wolf remained not outside, but within, waiting in the stillness, ready to walk beside her every time she needed to come home.